Imagine waking up one morning, stepping outside, and instantly feeling like you just got hit with the world's most powerful tanning lamp. No clouds, no sunscreen strong enough to help. Just raw, unfiltered sunlight blasting you like a giant space laser. Sounds terrifying, right? Well, that's exactly what would happen if the ozone layer disappeared for just one single day. So, what is this mysterious ozone layer anyway? Think of it as Earth's invisible sunscreen, floating about 10 to 30 miles above us in the atmosphere. It's not super thick. If you squished it down, it would only be about as thick as a couple of coins stacked together. But even though it's thin, it's our MVP. It blocks most of the sun's dangerous ultraviolet rays from reaching the ground. Without it, we're basically toast. Let's say, poof, the ozone layer vanishes at sunrise. Within minutes, the ground gets bombarded with intense UV radiation. Your skin would start burning in just 5 to 10 minutes, even if you've never burned before. Forget sunbathing. It would be like stepping directly into a microwave. And your eyes? Not safe either. The UV would cause almost instant damage, giving you something called snow blindness. Except there's no snow. It's like staring at the sun during an eclipse, but all day long. Sunglasses wouldn't help much. You'd need a welding mask, or maybe just never leave your basement. And it's not just us. Birds flying around would suddenly become disoriented because their eyes are damaged. Crops and plants would scorch, and many would stop growing properly. Farmers would panic as fields looked like they'd been roasted in an oven. And then there's plankton, the tiny ocean organisms that form the base of our food chain. They're extremely sensitive to UV light. If the ozone layer vanished for even one day, massive amounts of plankton could die. That might not sound dramatic at first, but plankton produce half the oxygen we breathe. Yeah, you really want them alive. By midday, the planet would already feel different. The sky would still look blue, because that comes from air molecules scattering sunlight, not ozone. But everything would feel sharper, harsher, almost alien. UV rays would be frying DNA in every living thing they touched. That means more mutations, more cancers, and for crops, the start of massive food shortages if this kept happening. And your favorite beach vacation? Forget it. You'd be running indoors faster than you could say SPF 1000. Here's something you might not expect. Airplanes and satellites would also be in trouble. Planes fly at high altitudes where the ozone layer normally helps shield them. Without it, passengers and pilots would be soaking in radiation like baked potatoes. Satellites could get overloaded with extra solar energy, causing malfunctions or even shutdowns. And then there's us, humans. After just one day without ozone, millions of people worldwide would suffer severe burns, eye damage, or worse. Hospitals would overflow. Sunscreen companies would sell out instantly, but let's be honest. No sunscreen on Earth could save you from this. And here's the real kicker. If the ozone layer disappeared for a full day, the damage wouldn't just stop when it came back. The long-term effects would ripple for years. Crops destroyed in those 24 hours wouldn't magically recover. Cancer rates could skyrocket. Entire ecosystems might collapse from that one solar beatdown. In other words, one day without ozone could change life on Earth permanently. Luckily, this nightmare isn't something we're likely to face out of nowhere. The ozone layer has taken hits in the past. Remember the famous ozone hole over Antarctica? But thanks to global efforts to ban harmful chemicals, it's been slowly healing. So while fragile, it's not going anywhere tomorrow morning, but it does remind us how ridiculously important this thin layer of gas really is. Without it, Earth wouldn't be a cozy home. It would be a giant tanning salon of doom. So what do you think? Could humans survive a day without ozone if we all hid indoors? Or would it still be game over? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this wild ride into science what-ifs, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Because the universe has plenty more weird scenarios to throw at us.